Hello, 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 and welcome to a bit of a more rational show. I hope. Most people that I watch nowadays online are just full of emotions, and everyone's just keeps on screaming at each other. And what I would like from this show, or at least from my videos, is that we can agree on some of the data and some of the real things that are going on instead of the emotions that are just swirling around in this market and can also just change within a few seconds basically. I want to show you something because before I hit record on this video, I went to HEX daily stats. I like to go to some stats because it shows me if the emotions of people are actually right or if they're just talking a bunch of crap and have spent too much time on Twitter, for example. So if we go to HEX daily stats, hexstats.today, yeah, we see a bunch of numbers, and most of the time people, or at least me actually as well, most of the time I only go to this website to check the payout per t-share and then to see if the Pulse Chain one has more payout than the Ethereum one. But today I started to think, so let's actually see, because people say, hey, HEX is done. We don't like HEX. The market has decided that HEX is worth less, which is fine. Price went down, fair enough. But I just wanted to look at the figures. So what I did is I scrolled all the way to the right, which I guess almost no one does. And you can actually extend this list to, well, the entire day history of HEX for both Ethereum and Pulse Chain. And then what I find interesting is if you go to, let's see, we can look at multiple things, but what I find interesting is the current holders and the current miners, as in the current stakers. And when we look here, sure, EHEX is going down. You can see with the red figures here. On this day, I think that's when Richard tweeted, I guess, we lost about 800 holders in EHEX, but that day also is 1560. If you go here, 1560 on Pulse Chain, you get 555 holders there, more holders, which I find interesting. This is all live, by the way. I haven't really looked at this in this way, but it is interesting to see. If you go to current holders, and you look here, we have 342,944 current holders right now. If I scroll down, there is no moment in time where we had 342,000 holders. No, none. It only keeps going up. And I'm guessing that's the same with the current miners. Let's see if that's actually true. 124,480. Yeah, so we're losing some in the past 2 weeks. Let's see if that actually in the larger time frame. Yeah, it's kind of stagnant right now. 124,000. Yeah, wow. We basically for an entire year we kind of stalled, I think. Let's see. Or slowly creeping up, because this is the last time we had 123. And that's about 200 days ago, I think. 1360. That's about 200 days ago. And we're staying kind of at the 124,480. Now, total miners is going up, so I'm guessing that means that there's more unique addresses that do it. But the current miners, as in you deduct the end staked and add the restaked or the staked amounts. So this is the real number, I would say. People leaving and people coming back. That's why I'm saying current holders as well, not total. Total holders, because that doesn't really make sense. If people sell, they sell. What I'm getting at is we don't really see a down trend, basically. sure, this has been stagnant, but look at the narrative that's out there. Staking is dead. There's a ton of different yield opportunities out there, and I'm not necessarily blaming people for not staking. I get it. It's a very long-term idea. I'm gonna make a video about this because some people are just losing the plot entirely on what hex staking is and why you should do it and why it's still a good idea. But overall, the biggest narrative right now is that staking sucks and you shouldn't be staking. And well, yeah, go watch my later video. I guess I'm gonna make it about why that's could actually be a good thing. What is very important though is that the current holders, if this was also stagnant, that probably would have been bad. Or if this was going down, that would probably be bad. But it's still going up. I mean, I don't see any moment. Let's see. So we got here. This moment was, let's see, 342. No, actually, this is the highest we've ever been. Yeah, this is the highest we've ever been in current holders. 342, almost 343,000. And if you scroll down, there's no, I don't know if you can see it, but if I scroll down real quick, there's no single day that has 340. See, yeah, 343,000 current holders, and you can see it as well, right? There's no red numbers in this column sometimes, but almost never, which means that we're actually growing, and that is also the same as what I said in my previous video, where the current holders or the current stakers is just going up. If you go to apphex.win, I'm just going to keep repeating these steps because apparently people don't look at statistics and people get very angry and sad and afraid in the market, which if you're prone to be doing that, you shouldn't be in crypto. You shouldn't be such a pussy. If you're constantly crying about these things and this is the only thing that you're doing in life, come on, get out of your room and go do shit, because look at the statistics. If you're even a little bit of a rational person, you should understand that this is valuable. This is amazing. You see that this is the current staker. So sure, it's lagging now. You see that it's kind of going down. If you exclude Pulse Chain, it's definitely going down. But what we see in the HEX daily stats is that the current holders is just going up. And that means, I guess, that there's more traders. There's more people that are hoping that stuff is going up. But if you think that HEX is not going to be valuable, then you have completely lost the plot, because you see that there's more people joining. You see that we're not stalling. Yeah, sure, current miners is kind of lagging, but overall the system is going up. And look at how much down we are. You should see that as something bullish. Come on. That's just looking at the statistics. And then there's also the community and the way people feel about things, which is also important because that kind of shows you what price is going to do. Even if you look at the price structure, everyone is crying because these small red candles, even like if you pay attention, obviously on Twitter or whatever, on a daily basis, like I kind of do, you see a lot of people crying and whining, and it's just not a very well thought out. Well, obviously it's not thought out. It's just a feeling. You can see it here, and you can keep on looking at these statistics and just settle down a little bit. You're not in crypto to get rich in one day, and most people think they will, but actually it takes a little bit more time. And if you get a little bit more, what's the word, adult around these things, around these topics, then you understand that the most rational and the smartest person will survive this, because the smart person looks at the statistics, sees the emotions, and takes the opportunity, because this is an opportunity. When people are crying, but statistics show that this is the better way forward, if you take action on that, you're going to win regardless. And it's going to take some time. It's going to take commitment. People will tell you that you're a retard. but actually the people that are following their emotions constantly and not look at the data and not understand what it is that I just told you, those people are the retards, because they don't understand how insanely powerful this thing is. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.